Check, check, 1, 2.
What grows in the forest? Trees? Sure. Know what else grows in the forest? Our imagination, our sense of wonder, and our family bonds grow too. Because when we disconnect from this and connect with this, we reconnect with each other. The forest is closer than you think. Find a forest near you and start exploring at discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Sometimes I just cannot believe all the storms we've gone through here. I can only hope that we'll be able to leave this house to you one day, baby. You're our legacy.
Planning for these disasters will make sure we're safe, and is the best way to protect that legacy.
Protect your legacy. Visit ready.gov/plan for the tools and tips you need to start your emergency preparedness plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Nearly 1 in 2 U.S. adults have high blood pressure. That's why it's important to self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor. Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure numbers. Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Visit managerbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen.
For late nights writing English papers.
For your teen's music taste.
For dinners, where they talk more on their phone than with you.
For the first time, they call you mom.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen, and you can't imagine the reward.
To learn more about adopting a teen, visit adoptuskids.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing, but not every child gets to be carefree. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are hungry. This breaks my heart, and it's something that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and gives it to families in need. To help, visit feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says,
avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, honey bear.
Because remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Wake up and text. Text and eat. Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever. Text and complain on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
If a baby is giggling in the back seat, they're probably happy. If a baby is crying in the back seat, they're probably hungry. But if a baby is sleeping in the back seat, will you remember they're even there? When you're distracted, stressed, or not usually the one who drives them, the chances of forgetting them in the back seat are much higher. It can happen to anyone. Parked cars get hot fast and can be deadly. So get in the habit of checking the back seat when you leave. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said.
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Let's be honest. The National Symphony may not be in his future, but he wanted to try violin. So you said yes because you love him. And if you love him that much, love him enough to make sure he's buckled up and in the back seat. Find out more about keeping your kids safe in your vehicle at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Show them you love them. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those round trips, which are perfect on your way there and perfect on your way back? Or those meetings with friends, surprise parties, camps, birthdays. The same way you plan for the important moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council. I spent a lot of time in the garage, but even more time in the rain and mud. In '95, I helped tow your moving trailer. And in '09, it was sparks from me, your chains, dragging behind your truck that accidentally started a wildfire.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Melissa from Michigan. I work an extra part-time job serving lunch at my child's school, but I still can't afford to put food on our table.
Daniel from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't even pay for meals.
Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow. You sound just like him.
Then he said.
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
If a baby is giggling in the back seat, they're probably happy. If a baby is crying in the back seat, they're probably hungry. But if a baby is sleeping in the back seat, will you remember they're even there? When you're distracted, stressed, or not usually the one who drives them, the chances of forgetting them in the back seat are much. It can happen to anyone. Parked cars get hot fast and can be deadly. So get in the habit of checking the back seat when you leave. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
We are back and we are looking at a pretty lopsided matchup, Jim.
That's right, Ron. I mean, in one corner, we've got a 175-pound guy, and in the other, a 6,000-ton heavyweight train.
Jim, this guy has no idea what he's getting himself into.
It's no contest. Every day, people tempt fate and die trespassing on railroad tracks. See tracks, think train.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those round trips, which are perfect on your way there and perfect on your way back? Or those meetings with friends, surprise parties, camps, birthdays. The same way you plan for the important moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
What grows in the forest? Trees? Sure. Know what else grows in the forest? Our imagination, our sense of wonder, and our family bonds grow too. Because when we disconnect from this and connect with this, we reconnect with each other. The forest is closer than you think. Find a forest near you and start exploring at discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Fans, glad you're with us today. Time for another edition of MINK League Baseball on the Peak Prospects Network. Spencer Bone with you here live on YouTube and Mixlr. Glad you are with us. Prospects, 10-15 record. The A's from Clarinda with a record of 15-7. For those of you who are wanting the YouTube stream and are listening on Mixler, I will send that link your way here in just a moment. If you're watching on YouTube and need to head out on the road with like a radio broadcast, it's peakprospects.mixler.com. So that YouTube stream is now in the chat. I'll also be doing public address tonight, so bear with me. Leading off for the A's, center fielder number 21, Tarek Thompson. Here we go. First pitch on the way. Thompson swings. High fly ball. Center field. Jalen Ziegler reaches up and makes the catch. One away. First pitch at 7:03 p.m. with a game time temperature of 85 degrees. We're here at McBride Field, campus of Simpson College, about 25 minutes south of downtown Des Moines. And batting is the left fielder, number 11, Gavin Long. So 0-0, 1 out. We are in the top of the first inning after the flyout by Thompson. First pitch down in the zone is called, and the count is 0-1. So Mitchell Bowman is pitching for Des Moines. He's throwing to Liam Gilbert behind the dish. Outside, 1-1. First, second, and third, Declan O'Hare, Colin Evers, and Blake Anderson. The shortstop is Cade Gravengood. Left to right in the outfield, Jackson Brooks, Jalen Ziegler, and Diego Morales. Swing. This one's another high fly ball, this time at a shallow right field. And Morales calls and makes the catch. 2 away. Third baseman, number 17, Cole Wareheim. So after Wareheim, he's the number 3 batter. It'll be Terveen, Pamela, Barajas, Sauger, Little, and Stout. Blake Caton will be pitching in the bottom of innings for the A's. So 0-0, we are in the top of the first. Cole Wareheim is at the plate. First pitch misses, 1-0. This is the first start of the year for Mitchell Bowman. 8 2/3 innings coming into the day, 4 appearances, 14 earned runs given up, 9 strikeouts. Drives for the corner and misses, 2-0. And Wareheim at the plate from Southeast Missouri State, Division I school in the OVC. Bowman kicks, fires, low and away, and the count is now 3-0. Base is empty right now. 2 outs against Clarinda here in the top of the first. This will be a 9-inning game today. Called, 3-1. High and ball 4 off the 3-1 count. Wareheim will walk. First baseman, number 32, Paxton Terveen. Runner on first, tied at 0, top of the first inning. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Oh and 1, 2 outs on the board. Swing and a miss, 0-2. So a couple of swinging strikeouts to start this plate appearance here for Terveen. Oh and 2, runner on first, 2 outs on the board. Inside, 1-2. Paxton Terveen, 32 on his jersey. He is, I believe, committed to Texas A&M University, if I remember correctly. Left-handed batter against the right-handed pitcher, Bowman. Low, runner goes. They won't try to throw him out, and Wareheim will take second. Bryce, would you go stolen base or defensive indifference? Defensive indifference. due to the lack of the throw from Gilbert behind the dish. So runner now in scoring position, 2-2 count across the board. Swing popped up, back and foul. Heads up. Two and two count. Inside, that one hit him. Was on a 3-2 count anyways, but it does look like that one hit him. And Terveen will reach first. So runners on first and second, scoreless here in the top of the first, 2 outs. The shortstop, number 19, Anthony Pamela. Again, Mitchell Bowman on the mound. First 2 batters retired on flyouts. Did a good job of attacking the zone early. So here we go. Pamela. Right-handed batter. First pitch, fastball clips the right side of the plate. 0-1. Your runners on first and second, Terveen and Wareheim. Got the corner. Once again over the right side of the zone. Now 0-2 on a low pitch. No strikeouts pitched yet today by Bowman. His Ks per 9 coming into the day was just over 9. Oh, 2. Swing, bouncing ball, softly, shortstop. Graven good, gets the force out to Anderson to retire Wareheim, going from second to third, and the side is retired. 0-0, Pamela grounds into a fielder's choice. Bottom of the first is next.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, Honey Bear.
Because remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Longnecker Financial Services, an independent investment management firm located in Des Moines offering comprehensive financial services. Joe has been serving individuals and families for over 20 years and would like the opportunity to earn your business. Call us today, 515-309-4431. Thank you and enjoy the game. Fans, if any of you are business owners or have any connections, we would love to have you sponsor us this year still. I know we are more than midway through the season, but we'd love to do something like a $1 beer night or something along those lines. Plenty of home games to go. You can catch our full home game schedule at dmpeakprospects.com/schedule. Zero, zero, bottom of the first heading your way. The 1 through 9 for Des Moines is going to be Ziegler, Barber, Gilbert, O'Hare, Brooks, Evers, Anderson, even good. And due up for Des Moines to start this game, the center fielder, number 33, Jalen Ziegler. So 0-0, Ziegler swings, shallow fly ball, center field, down for a base hit. So he drives one in on the first pitch of the game from the starter, Blake Caton. So 0-0. And up to the plate, the designated hitter, Weston Barber. From Southwest Iowa Community College, went to Waukee Northwest. First pitch called 0-1 on a breaking ball. Barber swings, blooper towards shallow right. That's a hit, and runners will be at the corners. This is a strong throw. Ziegler hustles, slides, and is safe, and runners at the corners. So Barber to first. No outs. Runners at the corners tied at 0. The catcher, Liam Gilbert. Gilbert is batting .333 on the year. On base is .422. He's already got 6 ribbies. Right-handed batter at the plate against the left-handed pitcher. Junior Barajas is the catcher. First, second, and third, Paxton Terveen, Luke Stout, and Cole Wareheim. Anthony Pamela is the shortstop. Runner goes. They will not throw, and Barber is safe on second. So now 2 runners in scoring position here for Des Moines. No outs on the board. A 2-0 count here against the number 3 batter, Liam Gilbert. .3-0. Down in the zone, 3-1. Gilbert from East Central Community College. That's in Decatur, Mississippi. He's a native of Meridian. Over the inside, 3-2. So now full count after the 3-0 start. You got Barber on second, Ziegler on third. They both had base hits. Tied at 0, bottom of the first. Des Moines is batting, wearing the fade tops with white pants. Outside, ball 4, and that loads the bases. First baseman, Declan O'Hare from Central College. Bases loaded, tied at 0. We're in the bottom of the first. O'Hare batting .214 on the year, but he does have 12 runs batted in. No outs yet. Inside part of the zone, that is. 0-1 on the number 4 batter. He'll be followed by Jackson Brooks. Bases loaded off a pair of singles and a walk. Ziegler on third, Barber on second, Gilbert on first. Swing, and that one is lined through the middle, down for a hit. Ziegler will score, and held up at third. Barber, 1-0 Peak Prospects. No outs, and the bases remain loaded off the RBI single. The 13th run batted in on the year for Declan O'Hare. The left fielder, Jackson Brooks, native of Burlington. Right off the Mississippi River, went to Mediapolis, 15 minutes away here in the Hawkeye State. It's a Cyclone State, but we'll talk more about that later. And hit by the pitch is Brooks, and scoring on the play, Barber. 2-0 Prospects. No outs on the board in the bottom of the first. Gilbert to third, O'Hare to second, Brooks to first. Off the bases loaded, hit by pitch. Second baseman Colin Evers. Evers, on-base percentage of .328 on the year. A visit to the mound here for Clarinda, making the trip from just over 2 hours away. They have beaten the Peak Prospects both times these teams have met. And so Evers to the plate. Prospects lead 2-0, bottom of the first. Bases loaded, no outs. It's Brooks, O'Hare, and Gilbert on base. Here's Evers from North Iowa Area Community College. 4 ribbies on the year. Batting .250. First pitch across the body of the pitcher, Caton. Again, he's a left-hander. Evers is a left-handed batter. It's 0-1 off the call, near the corner. Still no outs on the board. Low and away, 1-1. On one pitch, Evers lets it go low and away off a breaking ball, 2-1. Looks like he's using a bunch of sliders here, trying to get the batters. Hopefully I'm right about that. Anyways, 2-1, no outs. Bases loaded here for Des Moines, bottom of the first. Swing, chopper to the right, foul down the first base line. The count is now full at 2-2. Two and two count. 3 hits today so far for Des Moines, none for Clarinda. Evers swings, ground ball right to the first baseman, Terveen. He'll step on the bag, but going home on the play is Gilbert. 3-0 Peak Prospects, bottom of the first. O'Hare advances to third, one away. Brooks to second. The Peak Prospects off to a quick start here, and Evers is retired off the ground out, unassisted. Third baseman, Blake Anderson. Again, I'm doing public address today, so hope you bear with me. Swing and a miss, 0-1 for Anderson. Anderson batting .222, but his on base is .391. Called, middle of the zone over the left side of the plate, 0-2. Grounded foul. Swing and a miss, and Anderson is retired for the second out. I'd like to go ahead and make a quick correction here on a missed call. Evers actually did advance to first. I looked down at my paper and thought that the first baseman was just going to step there, but it looks like Gilbert was thrown out on his way to the plate. So my apologies on the missed call there. It is 2-0. Gilbert is retired. You have Evers, Brooks, and O'Hare on first, second, and third. And I'd like to thank my partner up here in the booth for not saying anything about it. He said he didn't even notice, and I have a very loud voice sometimes up here. This is Cade Gravengood, the number 8 batter. So it's 2-0 Des Moines. Breaking ball missed, 2-0. This is Cade Gravengood, the shortstop. So Evers did advance to first on a fielder's choice. So still 2-0. Low, 3-0. Ball rolls away from the catcher, Barajas, but he's able to pick it up. Didn't go very far. Now 3-0, a walk here with the bases loaded would score a run. Diego Morales is warming up. So bases loaded, 2-0, 2 outs on the board. Prospects lead 2-0, bottom of the first. Down in the zone, called for the courtesy strike, 3-1. Hitters count. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 4, and there's your 3-0 lead for Des Moines. O'Hare will score. And it's, again, 3-0. Brooks to third, Evers to second, Gravengood to first on the bases loaded walk. Right fielder, Diego Morales. Prospects fell 3-2 last time in 8 innings. It was extra innings in a 7-inning game. And leading 3-0 here in the bottom of the first. Morales looks at a pitch low, 1-0. Morales on base percentage of .500. And starting to hit the ball well as in addition. 1-0. Morales down in the zone, 1-1. So again, your prospects, runners on first, second, and third. Two outs. Swing, that one is a ground ball into right past the first and second baseman to score Jackson Brooks, 4-0 Peak Prospects.
a lot of damage.
4-0 Des Moines. Morales with an RBI single. Low and in, 1-0. This is the center fielder, Jalen Ziegler. Second time that he's been used in this inning. We are in the bottom of the first. 2 outs on the board. Bases still loaded. Peak Prospects up 4-0. 4 hits. Bouncing ball to the third baseman. He's got a runner stranded between the bases. That's going to be Gravengood, and Wareheim will step on the bag to retire Gravengood. But the Peak Prospects score 4 runs on the play. They lead 4-0 after 1.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those round trips, which are perfect on your way there and perfect on your way back? Or those meetings with friends, surprise parties, camps, birthdays. The same way you plan for the important moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Melissa from Michigan. I work an extra part-time job serving lunch at my child's school, but I still can't afford to put food on our table.
Daniel from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't even pay for meals.
Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
What grows in the forest? Trees? Sure. Know what else grows in the forest? Our imagination, our sense of wonder, and our family bonds grow too. Because when we disconnect from this and connect with this, we reconnect with each other. The forest is closer than you think. Find a forest near you and start exploring at discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Junior Barajas is due up. 4-0 Des Moines. We go to the top of the second. Big Prospects used 10 plate appearances in the bottom of the first inning. Left-handed batter Barajas swings on the first pitch, fouls it up and back. Heads up. Foul ball makes it 0-1. Outside, 1-0. Mitchell Bowman on the mound. 1-1, pardon me, off the foul ball and the ball. One and one, no outs. Misses 2-1. 6, 7, and 8 due up here for Clarinda, Barajas, Sauger, and Little. First time these teams met was in Clarinda, 3-1. Clarinda won. Swing, foul ball behind the press box, 2-2. Two and two, no outs, leadoff batter. Breaking ball misses outside, full count. Swing, contact, fly ball, deep right. Morales back at the wall. It is gone. Junior Barajas with the home run. Clarinda's down 4-1 here in the second. Top of the second, that is. Designated hitter Julian Sauger. He's the number 7 batter, making his first plate appearance. Bottom of the second inning, right-handed batter Sauger at the plate. Base is empty. Clarinda has the home run off of Barajas. And the first pitch brings up 1-0. Swing, foul tip, and a ricochet back, and it's 1-1. So again, Des Moines leading 4-1. They scored 4 runs in the bottom of the first. Hot, sunny, humid afternoon. Upstairs, looks like Bowman lost that one. Bowman is from Southwest Minnesota State. Native of Marshall, Minnesota. Swing and a miss, chasing a low outside pitch for strike 2. Check swing, low and away. Now a full count here on Sauger. Barajas had the home run moment go. Clarinda's down 4-1 here in the top of the second. Bowman kicks, fires, swing. This was a drive into center. Not too far, not too shallow. Ziegler didn't have to move too much. He makes the catch on the line out. Right fielder, Joey Little. So Clarinda has scored a run. There's one out here in the top of the second. Junior Barajas with the home run. Now Joey Little, right-handed batter to the plate. Little from East Texas Baptist State, Division III school. Outside 1-0. Fastball over the right side of the plate, 1-1. One and one away. Nobody on base here for the A's, wearing their red jerseys with gray pants. Outside, 2-1. Bowman, redshirt freshman at Southwest Minnesota State this year. That is a Division II school. Two-one. Swing. And this one's driven to left. Down for a hit. First hit of the day second hit of the day, pardon me, by the A's. They're down 4-1, top of the second. Second baseman, Luke Stout. He's at the bottom of the batting order. He's got Little on first off that single moments ago. Again, A's down 4-1, one out on the board, top of the second. The pitch. Swing. Pop up, foul territory. Third baseman looking at it there. That's Anderson, but well out of his reach. Foul ball, 0-1. So 0-1 count, one away. They try the throw to first, not quite in time. Count stays at 0-1 here on Stout. This is a left-handed batter against the right-handed pitcher. Outside, 1-1. I said 4 appearances coming into today for Bowman, but I think he's had more than that, if I'm being honest with you. I think our stats might be incorrect on that. I know he played in the season opener, but he's closed 3 times. He's played at least once or twice outside of that. So ignore everything I told you earlier. Swing, ground ball foul down the first base line, 1-2. Very close. Thought that was going to be a single or maybe even a double with how hard that was hit. But it's now 1-2 with 1 out off the long strike. Luke Stout at the plate, the second baseman. We're waiting on the center fielder, Tarek Thompson. One, two. Low. Count is even. Clarinda 15-7. Last year they were the 2 seed in the MINK League North Division hosted the 3-seeded Peak Prospects in the first round of the playoffs and won 4-3 in walk-off fashion. We'll try another throw to first. Little is safe, no question. Barajas has had the home run here in the top of the second. Two-two pitch. Swing, pop up. This is in a foul territory, but catchable. Up in the sky and just outside the first base line. O'Hare will make the catch, 2 away. Little has to stay on first. Center fielder, Tarek Thompson. He had a fly out to the center fielder back in the first. Left-handed batter against the right-handed pitcher. Runner on first here. Clarinda down 4-1, top of the second. Bowman kicks and fires. Fastball misses. 1-0. Down in the zone called. 1-1. Swung on. And this is a pop-up. And towards the third baseman, Blake Anderson, who will make the catch. So Thompson is retired. So is the side. Julian Sauger gets correction. Junior Barajas gets the solo home run to put the A's down 4-1. Bottom of the second coming up. And Des Moines leads this one.
I spent a lot of time in the garage, but even more time in the rain and mud. In 95, I helped tow your moving trailer. And in 09, it was sparks from me, your chains, dragging behind your truck that accidentally started a wildfire.
Spark a chain, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com, brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
If a baby is giggling in the back seat, they're probably happy. If a baby is crying in the back seat, they're probably hungry. But if a baby is sleeping in the back seat, will you remember they're even there? When you're distracted, stressed, or not usually the one who drives them, the chances of forgetting them in the back seat are much higher. It can happen to anyone. Parked cars get hot fast and can be deadly. So get in the habit of checking the back seat when you leave. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I spent a
Prospects scored 4 in the bottom of the first. They lead 4-1. Clarinda got a home run. This is Weston Barber with a called strike 0-1. Weston Barber at the plate. Designated hitter. Single and a run so far. He went 2 for 4 last night. Had the only 2 runs batted in for Des Moines. Pops this one up. Back behind the third base line, and it's the catcher Barajas who makes the catch. 1 away. The Prospects up 4-1. They have not scored a run here. The catcher, Liam Gilbert. Gilbert walked, but was taken out on a fielder's choice on his way home back in the first. His teammate from East Central Houston, Wedgeworth, is on this roster. 1 out on the board, base is empty. Inside, 1-0. Two and 0. Swing. Softly hit ground ball down the first base line, foul. Three and 1. Right-handed batter Gilbert, left-handed pitcher Caton. Outside, ball 4. Gilbert will walk. First baseman, Declan O'Hare. I do believe that is still Caton on the mound. I've not been told of any pitching changes and can't quite see the numbers from here. But I do believe it is still Blake Caton, number 26. Gilbert just walked moments ago, one out on the board inside. Breaking ball missed. O'Hare, 6'4", just finished his COVID junior year at Central College in Pella, Division III school. He's a native of Los Angeles. It's in Pella, Iowa. That's Central College. Same conference as Simpson, which this is the home field for the Simpson Storm. 1-0. 2-0. That's Gilbert who's on first. He's walked twice today. O'Hare with an RBI single back in the first. He also scored a run. 2-0. Up in the zone, 2-1 with one away against Des Moines. Swing, blooper, and the shortstop on the run. Anthony Pamilla makes a catch. Wow. Basically an over-the-shoulder catch. We'll score that a line out to the shortstop. 2 outs. Gilbert remains on first. Left fielder Jackson Brooks. Bottom of the second continues. Prospects scored 4 in the first. They lead 4-1. But in danger of going scoreless here with a little bit of momentum on Clarinda's side.
Yeah.
0-1. Outside, 1-1. Last one passed over the right side of the zone. This time went wide. Gilbert on first. He's the lone runner. Up and in. That's through the zone, 1-2. Number 5 batter Brooks at the plate. Hit by a pitch with the bases loaded back in the first. Caton looks at first, looks at home, looks at first. Now pitches. Low and in, 2-2, with 2 outs on the board. Two and two count. Swing, bouncing ball to the second baseman. Stout finds Pamilla, the shortstop, to force Gilbert out. Fielder's choice will end the inning for Jackson Brooks and the Peak Prospects. We are through 2. Des Moines leads 4-1 here at Simpson College.
Nearly 1 in 2 U.S. adults have high blood pressure. That's why it's important to self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor. Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure numbers. Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Visit ManagerBP.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
What grows in the forest? Trees? Sure. Know what else grows in the forest? Our imagination, our sense of wonder, and our family bonds grow too. Because when we disconnect from this and connect with this, we reconnect with each other. The forest is closer than you think. Find a forest near you and start exploring at discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Hey, hon. What?
Prospects lead 4-1. And top of the third is underway. Leading off the top of the third, left fielder Gavin Long. Second plate appearance for him. He's 0 for 1 with a flyout. Swing, foul ball, 1-1. Low and away, 2-1. Inside part of the zone called 2-2. Mitchell Bowman is pitching, and the batter is Gavin Long, the left fielder. Clarinda has only run today, solo home run by Junior Barajas in the second. They had 2 out of the park last time these teams played in this stadium. Swing, drive, right of center field, base hit. Long is on first. Third baseman Cole Wareheim. Wareheim with a walk back in the first, taken out in a fielder's choice to end the first inning. Clarinda's down 4-1, top of the third, runner on first, no outs on the board. Check on the runner at first. He is safe. Upstairs, 1-0 on a fastball from Bowman. Outside, 2-0. No outs on the board. Called. 2-1. Runner goes. The throw is in time and the tag as well. And that is the shortstop, Kate Gravengood, who makes the tag and catches Long, stealing off the throw from Gilbert. 1 away. Wareheim is at the plate. Should be a 3-1 count, I think. Not entirely sure. But 3-1 is confirmed. 1 out now. Base is empty. Swing and a miss. Swing, fly ball, center field. Ziegler underneath it. Makes the catch, now 2 away. Long was caught stealing. First baseman Paxton Terveen. No runners on. Clarinda down 4-1. Here in the top of the third, 2 outs on the board. First pitch inside, 1-0. Terveen hit by a pitch back in the first and was left stranded, running from first to second on the inning-ending fielder's choice. His second plate appearance. Low and in, 2-0. No strikeouts pitched yet by Bowman, but just 1 run given up so far. 3 hits, but one of those was Gavin Long moments ago, who was caught stealing. Up and away, 3-0. Top of the third. Clarinda down 4-1. Called 3-1. Three-one popped up into the sky. And this is Gilbert, who just had the big throw moments ago, and he makes the catch for the foul out. That one went behind the dish, and essentially off of the caught stealing, 3 up, 3 down, with 1 base hit and no runners left on. And the bottom of the third is next. Des Moines leads this one 4-1.
I spent a lot of time in the garage, but even more time in the rain and mud. In 95, I helped tow your moving trailer. And in 09, it was sparks from me, your chains, dragging behind your truck that accidentally started a wildfire.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com, brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Prospects lead 4-1, bottom of the third heading your way. And due up for Des Moines, it's going to be 6, 7, and 8, Evers, Anderson, and Gravengood. Leading off the bottom of the third for the Des Moines Peak Prospects, it's the second baseman, Colin Evers. So Des Moines scored 4 in the bottom of the first. Clarinda scored 1 in the top of the first. Here's Evers. Evers, first pitch, swing, and a drive down to right inside the right field line. Evers will run to second and advance on his first hit of the day and Des Moines' 5th. So a leadoff double. Prospects up 4-1, no outs on the board, bottom of the third. Third baseman, Blake Anderson. Left-handed batter, struck out back in the first. Still Caton up on the mound. First pitch called 0-1. Swing, foul ball, 0-2. No outs on the board with a runner on second here for Des Moines, here in the bottom of the third. Anderson, left-handed batter at the plate. Caton kicks and fires. Anderson swings, fouls it, or flies it up high towards shallow left. 3 A's looking at it, but it falls just foul. So that did go foul. The count stays 0-2. Not a whole lot of wind out here today. At least not right now. Had some thunderstorms passing through this morning, but those cleared as the morning went on. Strangest weather out here in Iowa, I'll tell you that. Evers on second off the leadoff double. The number 7 batter, Blake Anderson, at the plate with an 0-2 count. Outside, 1-2. Cade Gravengood is due up. Prospects lead 4-1, 4 runs in the bottom of the first. After the team scored 2 last night. Gravengood hit by the pitch. He'll advance to first. Correction, that's Anderson hit by the pitch. Gravengood up to the plate. Shortstop, Cade Gravengood. So no outs. Runners on first and second here for Des Moines. Graven Good from Northeast Community College. That's in Nebraska. On-base percentage coming in was .350. Had 2 runs batted in. Swings, bloops one. Actually a fly ball towards center field. It's down for a hit. 2 runs might score on this one. Evers will go home. Anderson will follow. The throw is well not in time. And how about Graven Good with a 2 RBI triple? Prospects lead 6-1. That'll bring a visit up to the mound. 6-1 Des Moines leads. 2 RBI triple by Cade Gravengood. And Des Moines leads 15-7 Clarinda by a score of 6-1. That'll take us to a pitching change. The A's in trouble early on. Bottom of the third. No outs on the board. Runner on third. We'll take a break here and update you on the pitching change when we come back.
Nearly 1 in 2 U.S. adults have high blood pressure. That's why it's important to self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor. Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure numbers. Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Visit managerbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those round trips, which are perfect on your way there and perfect on your way back? Or those meetings with friends, surprise parties, camps, birthdays? The same way you plan for the important moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
If a baby is giggling in the back seat, they're probably happy. If a baby is crying in the back seat, they're probably hungry. But if a baby is sleeping in the back seat, will you remember they're even there? When you're distracted, stressed, or not usually the one who drives them, the chances of forgetting them in the back seat are much higher. It can happen to anyone. Parked cars get hot fast and can be deadly. So get in the habit of checking the back seat when you leave. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Colby Royal from Grandview University is now on the mound here. Bottom of the third. Des Moines just had a 2 RBI triple by Cade Gravengood, and up to the plate now. Let's announce him to the fans as well, since I'm doing public address. Due up for the Peak Prospects, the right fielder, Diego Morales. RBI single back in the first to bring in the 4th run of the day for Des Moines at the time. Prospects now lead 6-1. So here's Morales. Looks at strike one off the new arm. Colby Royal, right-handed pitcher. Down in the zone near the corner, 0-2. Right-handed batter Morales from San Bruno, California, in the Bay Area. Just went to Bryant and Stratton in Virginia this spring. Swings and foul, tips it back. And the count remains 0-2. Ball one, 1-2. Swing, ground ball to the shortstop, Pamela. Terveen will score, but Morales will get the RBI as Gravengood scores. 1 out on the board. Prospects now lead 7-1 here in the bottom of the third. Center fielder, Jalen Ziegler. So a 6-3 with 1 run on the board. Morales, 2 RBIs. Upstairs, 1-0. And Gravengood will score his first run of the day. Swing, bouncing ball foul down the third base line. 1-1, 1 away. The A's have the first base dugout. Des Moines has the third base dugout today. 1-1. Swing, fly ball, shallow right, and that's caught. Looks like an infielder there. Luke Stout, the second baseman, comes up with the catch. We'll score that a pop out to the second baseman. Designated hitter, Weston Barber. Prospects have scored 3 runs here in the bottom of the third. They lead this one by a score of 7-1. There are 2 outs on the board. And Barber today, 1 for 2, with a single and a run in the first and a foul out in the second, making his third plate appearance. 2 hits here in the inning. Swing and a miss, 1-1. New pitcher once again, Colby Royal, came in after the 2 RBI triple by Gravengood. Here's a swing. Ground ball directly to the first baseman, Terveen. He steps on the bag to retire Barber. And the inning is over, but the damage is done. Peak Prospects lead 7-1 after 3.
Let's be honest. The National Symphony may not be in his future, but he wanted to try violin. So you said yes because you love him. And if you love him that much, love him enough to make sure he's buckled up and in the back seat. Find out more about keeping your kids safe in your vehicle at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Show them you love them. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow. You sound just like him.
Then he said.
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Mitchell Bowman back to the mound for Des Moines. Prospects lead this one by a score of 7-1, top of the fourth. Bowman has thrown 3 innings so far, no strikeouts yet. But due up for Clarinda, the shortstop, Anthony Pamela. Only run today for the A's, top of the second, Junior Barajas with a solo home run. We'll see him next. Almost 8 o'clock here. Again, Des Moines with a 7-1 lead. Top of the fourth is underway. Bowman misses outside 1-0. Low and away, 2-0. Pamela 0 for 1 with a fielder's choice that ended the first. 2-0. Swing. Launch towards left field. Brooks, the left fielder, makes the catch. 1 away. Top of the fourth continues. 1 out, nobody on. Clarinda down 7-1. The catcher, Junior Barajas, 1 for 1 with a home run. That was in the second and the only run of the day for the A's. Barajas, left-handed batter. Outside 1-0. Barajas from Cal State Northridge, Division I school. Ball 1-1-0 just moments ago. Again, 1 out on the board. 1-1. Low and in, 2-1. This Des Moines team has lost 9 of its last 10. They did win 3 nights ago against Carroll, a team that they've beaten 3 out of 4 times this year. 3-1, high and away. Now leading one of the best teams, if not the best team in the MINK League, by a score of 7-1. It's still early in this game. One out on the board, base is empty. Hitters count here for Barajas. He swings and pops one up foul, up and back, and away, 3-2. Fans, we do have a limited supply of baseballs. Please return all foul balls to the team's dugouts. Payoff. Swing, drive, right of center field, and Barajas is 2 for 2 on the day. So he gets to first. Blake, did I make that announcement right? Either dugout is fine, or is it just the Des Moines dugout? What did I call you? Blake. I don't know why. Designated hitter, Julian Sauger. Barajas is on first with his second hit of the day. Needs a double and a triple for the cycle, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. One out on the board. Clarinda down 7-1, top of the fifth. Upstairs 1-0. Mitchell Bowman on the mound. This is a turf infield, natural grass outfield. The turf installed here at Simpson College prior to the 2023 season. Bowman kicks and fires. Checks swing. It looks like that went over the plate anyways. 1-1. Barajas on first. Upstairs, 2-1. Clarinda last year mentioned they were the 2 seed, so they made it to the semis. Runner goes. This is Sauger. The throw is not in time. Gilbert had a good throw to throw out a runner in the previous inning, but Barajas gets the stolen base. So runner on second, 2-1 count here on Sauger, the DH. It was a strike, pardon me. 2-2 is the count. Runner on second, 1 away. Clarinda down by 6 here in the top of the fourth. Swing, foul tip to the ground and back. Count stays 2-2. These teams will play a doubleheader in Clarinda tomorrow at 5 and 7. This is effectively a 3-game series. Foul ball up and away. Count stays at 2-2. I think that one may have hit the porta potty out of the park there. 2-2. Barajas was just off the plate just now, and he got to first. Bauman threw it to. He got to second, pardon me. Bauman threw it to the second baseman, Evers, but that was more of just a hey, I don't want to get called for a balk. 2-2, 1 out. Runner on second here. Clarinda down by 6. Just upstairs, 3-2 now. Sauger is 0 for 1 with a liner to the center fielder back in the second. From Shorter University, Division II school in the Gulf South Conference. Payoff. That one hit him. Sauger to first. Barajas on second. 2 outs on the board. Clarinda down by a score of 7-1 here in the top of the fourth. Right fielder Joey Little. #23 on his jersey. Quick conversation here between Gilbert, the catcher, and his pitcher, Mitchell Bowman. Joey Little from Fort Scott Community College. Upstairs, 1-0. Prospects do have at least one arm warming up in the bullpen. Not entirely sure who it is from here. Wondering if that's Houston Wedgeworth, which would join his teammate Gilbert behind the plate if need be. Bowman tries for the corner and misses. 2-0. Runners on first and second. That's Sauger and Barajas. Des Moines leads 7-1. Top of the fourth continues. Clarinda is batting. Gets the call to throw to first from behind the plate. Just missed. The tag by O'Hare just not in time. Maybe the throw is a bit late, who knows, but Sauger is safe. That is a called strike. 2-1 here against Little. So runners on first and second here for the A's. Number 8 batter, Little, is at the plate. Swing, high drive towards deep left field. Brooks underneath it. Makes the catch. 2 outs on the board. Second baseman Luke Stout. Sauger on first, Barajas on second. Clarinda is down by a score of 7-1 here in the top of the fourth against the Peak Prospects. First pitch up and away, 1-0. Bowman on the mound. Kicks and fires. Inside, 2-0. Gilbert lost it for a second, but didn't go very far, so the runners stay put. Sauger on first, Barajas on second. Swing, pop up into the sky, foul territory, just not going to stay in play. It's going to bounce near the Clarinda dugout for the foul ball. So 2 outs on the board, runners on first and second here for Clarinda. Left-handed batter Luke Stout at the plate. Bowman fires. Stout swings, rips one towards right. That's down for a hit and fair. Barajas rounds third. Here comes the throw. They're not going to go to home plate. Barajas is safe, and the throw got away from Gravengood. Scoring on the play is going to be Sauger. Clarinda is down 7-3. So Stout will get an RBI off of that one and score a pair of runs on the play. And now Coach Willis coming up to the mound, and a pitching change here for Des Moines. Looks like Houston Wedgeworth from East Central will be on. High-scoring game, top of the fourth. Will continue after this on YouTube and on Mixler.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen.
For late nights writing English papers.
For your teen's music taste.
For dinners where they talk more on their phone than with you.
For the first time, they call you mom.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen, and you can't imagine the reward.
To learn more about adopting a teen, visit adoptuskids.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Let's be honest. The National Symphony may not be in his future, but he wanted to try violin. So you said yes because you love him. And if you love him that much, love him enough to make sure he's buckled up and in the back seat. Find out more about keeping your kids safe in your vehicle at nhtsa.gov/therightseat. Show him you love him. Keep him safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/therightseat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those round trips, which are perfect on your way there and perfect on your way back? Or those meetings with friends, surprise parties, camps, birthdays? The same way you plan for the important moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Get started, ready, go, flash plan.
To you, Matt, and the Ad Council.
Houston Wedgeworth from East Central Community College is on the mound here for Des Moines. Peak Prospects down right now leading right now, by a score of 7-3, but moments ago, the RBI double by Luke Stout, and then on that same play, Julian Sauger scored on a E9. Barajas scored on the double. So due up here with 2 outs on the board for Clarinda. Center fielder Tarek Thompson. Runner on second here for the A's. Their first multi-run inning, they had a run back in the second off a home run. So Wedgeworth gets the call over the left side of the plate against this left-handed batter, Tarek Thompson, who is so far 0 for 2 on the day. Top of the fourth continues. Called 0-2. A couple of strikes here pitched by Wedgeworth to start. Up and in, nearly hit him. 1-2. So Stout, his first time reaching today. Again, he's on second. Two and two. 2 outs. Swing, foul, tip. And it rolls back behind the dish. So Wedgeworth will join his teammate Liam Gilbert from a team that made the Junior College World Series, East Central Community College. That's down in Mississippi. Last year, Des Moines had Eli Collins and Leighton Jenkins from that team. Full count, 3-2. Jay Jenkins, who is Leighton's dad, was in the chat the other day on Mixler, and I did not see it. I guess that was towards the end of the game, but appreciate you tuning in. Even though Leighton hasn't played with us since last year, that is dedication. Ball 4. Thompson will advance to first. I'd assume also you know Gilbert and Wedgeworth, assuming you're listening right now. Thompson at first on a walk. That's Tarek Thompson. Here's the left fielder, Gavin Long. Runners on first and second, 2 outs on the board. Wedgeworth got a couple of called strikes, but then walked Thompson. Here's Long, 1 for 2 on the day. Single back in the third. Over the left side of the plate, called 0-1. Gavin Long from, where's jersey number 11? 0-1. They try to throw to the shortstop Gravengood to get the runner out. Stout on second, but he is safe. So still an 0-1 count. Up and away. And stranded between the bases is Stout. The throw rolled into the outfield. Not sure who the error goes on there, but he'll advance. That's on the catcher, Gilbert. And Stout will advance on an E2. Couple of errors here in the inning by Des Moines. And runners on second and third. Thompson will advance on that same error. So runners on second and third. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike here on Gavin Long. Clarinda threatening here with 2 outs on the board. Des Moines just trying to get 1 out here. Called 1-2. Again over the left side of the plate against this left-handed batter. Houston Wedgeworth, the second pitcher used today, just came in moments ago to replace Mitchell Bowman. His second batter face. 1-2. Just outside, 2-2. Wedgeworth kicks and fires. Swing. Fly ball center field. Ziegler makes the catch. And Clarinda leaves the inning with just 2 runs scored, but they have narrowed this Des Moines lead back down to 4. A high-scoring game here at Simpson College. 7-3 Des Moines leads. Their bats coming back in just a moment. Bottom of the fourth is next.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, Honey Bear.
Because remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You're never completely ready.
Bottom of the fourth coming up. Then due up for Des Moines. Gilbert, O'Hare, and Brooks. Couple of runs scored by the A's. But Des Moines does still lead this one 7-3. So the new pitcher is Colby Royal, gets a call 0-1. This is the catcher, Liam Gilbert. Right-handed batter at the plate for Des Moines. Over the right side of the plate, 0-2. Des Moines, 4 runs in the first, 3 runs in the third. Low and away on a breaking ball, 1-2. Colby Royal from Grandview University. That's here in Des Moines. NAIA school, the only college baseball team in the city of Des Moines. There are some within a 45 to 60-minute radius. DMAC up in Boone. Simpson here 25 minutes south of downtown Des Moines has a Division III baseball team. 2-2. Tried for the corner and missed. Now a full count on Gilbert. Gilbert swings and fouls it up and away. Payoff. Missed it. That is a huge walk because Clarinda has a little bit of momentum at the moment. First baseman Declan O'Hare. And the third walk of the day by Liam Gilbert. Here's O'Hare, who is 1 for 2 with an RBI single back in the first, a liner in the second. Just outside. 1-0. Swing, popped up and sent away foul. Two and one. Foul ball, 2-2. 2-2, no outs. Runner on first is Gilbert. He walked moments ago. Des Moines leads 7-3. We're in the bottom of the fourth. No outs on the board. O'Hare swings and sends one away foul. Two. Swing, ripped towards right field. Little going back towards the wall makes the catch. And Gilbert has to go back to first. O'Hare flies out. So to the plate now for Des Moines. The left fielder, Jackson Brooks. Hit by a pitch in the first with the bases loaded. Fielder's choice on a ground out on the second. Des Moines leads 7-3. We are in the bottom of the fourth. Brooks went to Mesa Community College last year. Up in the zone near the inside, called 0-1 here from Colby Royal. Royal came in during the third inning with no outs on the board after a Gravengood 2 RBI triple. Breaking ball just missed, 1-1. Des Moines has out-hit Clarinda today 6-5. Upstairs, that one had a slight break on it as well, 2-1. One out on the board, runner on first here for Des Moines. Called 2-2, one away. That one crosses the right side of the plate, called for a strikeout. Brooks is retired. 2 outs in a row with Gilbert on first off his walk. Second baseman, Colin Evers. Prospects lead this one 7-3. Clarinda has the momentum at the moment. They've scored 2 unanswered. That was back in the top of the 4th. Evers reached on a fielder's choice back in the first, doubled in the third. And he scored on the triple by Gravengood. Hits this one on a pop-up in a foul territory near the first baseman. And that's Terveen, the first baseman, who makes the catch. 4 up, 3 down. Des Moines goes without a hit here in the 4th. They lead this one 7-3, but some momentum right now for the A's when we come back.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing, but not every child gets to be carefree. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are hungry. This breaks my heart, and it's something that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and gives it to families in need. To help, visit feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, Honey Bear.
Because remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Today's game is brought to you by Longnecker Financial Services, an independent investment management firm located in Des Moines, offering comprehensive financial services. Joe has been serving individuals and families for over 20 years and would like the opportunity to earn your business. Call us today, 515-309-4431. Thank you and enjoy the game. Leading off the top of the 5th for Clarinda will be the third baseman, Cole Wareheim. Clarinda has scored the last 2 runs. That was back in the top of the 4th. They're down right now 7-3. Houston Wedgeworth back to the mound. He replaced Mitchell Bowman. In the previous inning. So 7-3, top of the 5th, about to be underway. Wedgeworth fires one, trying for the corner, and misses. Outside and low here against Wareheim, right-handed batter. Wareheim today is 0 for 1 with a walk and a flyout. Two and 0. Wedgeworth fires. Swing. High drive. Left to center field. Brooks and Ziegler looking for it. That splits the gap between them. And a leadoff double here for Wareheim. And the bats are flying here now for Clarinda. The A's are down 7-3. No outs with a runner on second. First baseman Paxton Terveen. Ryan Eberle, the coach of the A's. This team has been in the Eberle family for quite a while. Ozzie Newsome, Major League Hall of Famer, played for the A's when Merle Eberle was the coach back in the day, back in the 70s. 0-1 off the breaking ball from Wedgeworth. Terveen at the plate with a runner on second. Swing, foul, ball up and back 0-2. Fans, please remember to return all foul balls to the team's dugouts. 0-2 count. Runner on second, no outs on the board. Des Moines trying to preserve the lead. Upstairs, 1-2. Up and away, 2-2. Pamela is due up. Terveen was hit by a pitch in the first, fouled out to the catcher in the third. Left-handed batter at the plate, right-handed pitcher on the mound. Here it goes. Swing and a miss. Got him with a breaking ball. And the first strikeout pitched on the day by Houston Wedgeworth. Shortstop Anthony Pamela. 0 for 2 today. Fielder's choice ground out to end the first. And then a fly out to the left fielder in the fourth. Top of the fifth. Des Moines leads 7-3. Clarinda is batting. 1 out, runner on second for the A's. Here's Pamela. Ball breaks away, 1-0. Upstairs, 2-0. Three-0. Cold, 3-1. Swing, foul tip back, big strike 2. So now a full count, 1 away with a runner on second. Clarinda is batting here in the top of the fifth. These teams are tied in hits at 6 apiece. Payoff. Swing, driven towards right of center field. That's a base hit. Wareheim is going to round second. No chance for a throw. He'll score. And Clarinda has scored the last 3 runs, now 1 here in the inning, and is down only 7-4. Anthony Pamela with an RBI double. Catcher, Junior Barajas. Barajas had a solo home run for Clarinda's first run back in the second to put them down 4-1. He had a single and a run in the fourth. First pitch called 0-1. 1 out on the board. A's down 7-4. Trying to mount a comeback. They were down 7-1 going into the previous inning. Called across the left side of the plate. Left-handed batter. 0-2. Wedgeworth on the mound trying to get the second out here. Struck out Terveen a minute or 2 ago. Upstairs, 1-2. Bouncing ball on a grounder. That is O'Hare throwing to Wedgeworth, who was not on the bag. That'll be a base hit and put Pamela on third, Barajas on first. Designated hitter Julian Sauger. Sauger scored on an E9 on the RBI double by Luke Stout after Barajas had scored. Clarinda is down 7-4. Now Coach Willis making his way up to the mound. Wonder if we get a change here or not, or at least just a visit. And actually, correction, it is Coach Joel Sampson. Assistant Coach Joel Sampson, who will have a quick conversation here on the mound. So Barajas gets the first half of the base hit. 3 hits here in the inning so far for Clarinda. The A's down 7-4. They've scored a run here in this inning and have scored 3 unanswered. There is some action in the bullpen right now. And if my eyes don't deceive me, that is Doc Fulbright. So the visit is over. Wedgeworth on the mound, 1 out on the board, runners at the corners, 3 hits here in the inning for Clarinda. The A's down 7-4. Upstairs 1-0. Sun getting ready to set here. It's been a very hot, humid afternoon. Up in the zone, called 1-1, 1 away. Just Barajas on first, Pamela on third, Sauger at the plate. He's the number 7 batter and the designated hitter mentioned earlier from Shorter University. That's in Rome, Georgia. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Had the chance to work some Gulf South tournaments before. I was actually on the call for their baseball tournament back in the spring. Sauger did not play, though. He played some games early in the year for Shorter, but if I remember correctly, did not play late in the season. They checked on the runner at first. He is safe. One and two runners at the corners. Swing, bouncing ball. Wedgeworth fields it. Run will score. He finds O'Hare for the ground out to retire Sauger. That is a 1-3. However, run does score, and now Clarinda is only down by 2. That is out number 2. Right fielder Joey Little. Not a whole lot you can do in that situation. Sauger put that ball right where it needed to be, and Joey Little to the plate now. So Barajas advances to second. Pamela scores. Sauger is retired. Runner goes. The throw is in time, and so is the tag. Barajas is caught stealing. Gilbert threw it to Anderson, and Little will remain at the plate when we start the top of the 6th, but we go to the bottom of the 5th. Big Prospects still lead 7-5, but Clarinda has scored 2 in this inning and 4 unanswered.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen.
For late nights writing English papers.
For your teen's music taste.
For dinners, where they talk more on their phone than with you.
For the first time, they call you mom.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen, and you can't imagine the reward.
To learn more about adopting a teen, visit adoptuskids.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
We are back, and we are looking at a pretty lopsided matchup, Jim.
That's right, Ron. I mean, in one corner, we've got a 175-pound guy, and in the other, a 6,000-ton heavyweight train.
Jim, this guy has no idea what he's getting himself into.
It's no contest. Every day, people tempt fate and die trespassing on railroad tracks. See tracks, think train.
Clarinda has scored 4 unanswered, 2 in the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th. High-scoring game here. Des Moines leads 7-5. Leading off the bottom of the 5th, the third baseman, Blake Anderson. Here's the opening pitch. Anderson rips one towards right. That's down for a hit. It's still rolling. Anderson's going to round first. He's got plenty of time. The throw is cut off, and Anderson with a leadoff double. Big time play there by the Peak Prospects, who had given up 4 runs in a row and still have, but chance here now with a runner in scoring position. That brings up the shortstop, Cade Gravengood. Gravengood had a 2 RBI triple back in the 3rd. He walked in the 1st. He's got Anderson on 3rd. Bottom of the 5th, Des Moines leads 7-5. Pitch, swing, ground ball, second baseman. Stout fires to Terveen. And that is a ground out that will advance Anderson to 3rd. Gravengood will ground out Morales to the plate. right fielder Diego Morales. So Des Moines up 7-5, one out on the board. We are in the bottom of the fifth. And again, a runner on third here for the Peak Prospects. Morales swings, pops one up, shallow towards right. Little will make the catch. Anderson tagged at first, started to run, but stopped. Not enough time. So the fly out by Morales will bring up the center fielder, Jalen Ziegler. Anderson remains on third. Des Moines is up 7-5, but has given up 4 runs unanswered. 2 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth to Clarinda here. They're playing an A's team among the best in the MINK League, 15-7 record. Called 0-1. Ever since Colby Royal has come in, just 1 run has scored, and it was not credited against Royal, and it was on a ground out. Swing, fly ball right field, and that should be caught just across the foul line by Joey Little for the out. 4 up, 3 down. Anderson gets the double, but is stranded on third. Des Moines leads 7-5. We are through 5 innings here at Simpson College.
Nearly 1 in 2 U.S. adults have high blood pressure. That's why it's important to self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor. Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure. Get down blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Visit manageyourbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
Let's be honest. The National Symphony may not be in his future, but he wanted to try violin. So you said yes because you love him. And if you love him that much, love him enough to make sure he's buckled up and in the back seat. Find out more about keeping your kids safe in your vehicle at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Show him you love them. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Sometimes I just cannot believe all the storms we've gone through here. I can only hope that we'll be able to leave this house to you one day, baby. You're our legacy.
Planning for these disasters will make sure we're safe, and is the best way to protect that legacy.
Protect your legacy. Visit ready.gov/plan for the tools and tips you need to start your emergency preparedness plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
I spent a lot of time in the garage.
New pitcher on the mound for Des Moines, the 6'1" Jeter Duck Fulbright, who is built and has thrown a lot of innings this year for Des Moines. Leading off the top half of the 6th inning, it's the right fielder, Joey Little. 8-9-1 due up here for the A's, who have scored the last 4 runs, 2 in each inning. They're down 7-5. Des Moines with the lead. Swing, foul ball, 0-1. Breaking ball outside, 1-1. Fulbright from Paradise, Texas, went to the University of the Ozarks this past spring, Division III school in Clarksville, Arkansas. 1-1. Down in the zone, called 1-2. Third pitcher used today, he replaces Houston Wedgeworth, who replaced Mitchell Bowman. Throws down again, but misses outside, maybe low, 2-2. Little today is 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out in the 2nd and the 4th. We are in the top of the 6th. Two-two pitch. Swing, fly ball right field. Morales takes a few steps, stops, and makes the catch. 1 away. Second baseman Luke Stout. RBI double back in the fourth. It scored 2 runs, but only 1 was credited to him since the second run scored on an E9. He had a foul out back in the second. Clarinda down 7-5. They scored 2 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth. Top of the sixth, no runners on, 1 away. Stout at the bottom of the batting order. Left-handed batter, number 29 on his jersey here against Doc Fulbright. First pitch, ball 1 inside, 1-0. Swing, liner, and he got it past O'Hare, who made a good effort to catch it, but could not. And that one is all the way out in right field. Morales tries to throw. It's cut off, would not have been in time anyways. And Stout is on the board with his second double of the day. And Clarinda now out hitting Des Moines 10-7, despite the 2-run deficit. So to continue the top of the sixth, we go back to the top of the order. Center fielder Tarek Thompson. Thompson so far started 0 for 2, then walked in the fourth. So he's still 0 for 2, but he walked in the fourth inning. Makes his fourth plate appearance. One out, runner on second. Clarinda 5, Des Moines 7. Outside 1-0. Across the plate called 1-1. Breaking ball goes through the zone 1 and 2. Curveball right there by Fulbright. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him on another breaking ball. 2 outs. First strikeout pitched by Fulbright. So 2 outs, runner on second. The left fielder, Gavin Long. Prospects down right now, or lead right now, 7-5, pardon me. They're playing defense here in the top of the sixth. Long is 1 for 3 today. His lone hit in the third. He was stranded there. Actually, no, he was caught stealing. Swing, fly ball, shallow field, and the diving attempt there by Evers. Great attempt to make the catch, the second baseman, but he dropped it, and Stout's going to score. So now Clarinda's made it a 1-run game, 7-6. That'll be a base hit there for Long. And though it did go off the glove of Evers, it was a tough catch to make. So that's why it's a hit. And now 11 hits on the day for the A's to Des Moines 7. Top of the sixth continues. Third baseman Cole Wareheim. So Long gets the RBI single. Fulbright tries the pick off to first, not in time. A reminder, catching is Gilbert, first, second, and third, O'Hare, Evers, and Anderson. Shortstop is Gravengood, Brooks, Ziegler, and Morales in the outfield left to right. Down in the zone called 0-1. So now 5 unanswered runs here by Clarinda. 2 in the previous 2 innings, and now 1 in the top of the sixth here. 2 outs on the board, and 0-1 count. Fulbright got the call 0-2. Great pitch. Through the middle of the zone. 0-2. Tries a breaking ball, but that sails high. 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout pitch by Fulbright. But another run scored by the A's. We are through 5.5. The bottom of the sixth is next, and Des Moines' lead has been trimmed from 7-1 all the way down to 7-6.
Wake up and text. text, and eat. Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Oh, hey.
Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
If a baby is giggling in the back seat, they're probably happy. If a baby is crying in the back seat, they're probably hungry. But if a baby is sleeping in the back seat, will you remember they're even there? When you're distracted, stressed, or not usually the one who drives them, the chances of forgetting them in the back seat are much higher. It can happen to anyone. Parked cars get hot fast and can be deadly. So get in the habit of checking the back seat when you leave. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Leading off the bottom half of the sixth inning for Des Moines, it's the designated hitter, Weston Barber. Peak Prospects lead this one by a score of 7-6. They led 7-1 earlier. Barber one-hop ground ball to Pamela, the shortstop. The throw to Terveen is in time, who looked to almost be off the bag. He made the catch wide of the plate, but that is one out off a successful 6-3. So the bats have slowed down here for Des Moines. The catcher, Liam Gilbert. 3 walks today for Gilbert. Prospects lead, but it's only 7-6 now. We're in the bottom of the sixth inning, 1 out and the base is empty. Gilbert swings on a breaking ball. It's fouled back, and the count is 0-1. Five unanswered runs by Carroll. 2 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth. Breaking ball called 0-2. Low 1-2. Inside 1-2. Outside 3-2. Pardon me. It was 2-2 before then. It's now 3-2 here. Gilbert, 1 ball away from his 4th walk. Swing and a tip and a miss, but caught there by Barajas, and Gilbert strikes out swinging. 2 up, 2 down so far. Des Moines leads 7-6. First baseman Declan O'Hare. O'Hare, RBI single in the first. Des Moines scored 4 runs in the bottom of the first inning to take a 4-0 lead. They led 7-1 after 3 innings today. O'Hare swing and a miss, 0-1. But ever since Colby Royal came in to replace the starter Caton, just 1 run given up, and that was credited to Caton since it was scored right after Royal came to the mound. 2 outs on the board, low and away, 1-0. 1-1, pardon me. Swing, flown away, foul to the right. 1-2. Swing, ground ball through the middle. Declan O'Hare is now 2 for 4 on the day with a couple of singles. That one with 2 outs. The left fielder, Jackson Brooks. Again, doing both PA and play-by-play today, so bear with me while I make these player announcements. Brooks hit by a pitch to score a run in the first. Since then, fielder's choice and a strikeout in the second and the fourth. First pitch is high and in, 1-0. Brooks, number 5 batter on the lineup. Low and away, 2-0. Runner on first is O'Hare off of his single. Swing and a miss. 2-1, chased a pitch that was low and away. Upstairs, 3-1. Hitters count here with a runner on first, but 2 outs on the board. Chance here to get another runner on. O'Hare is on first off his single. Low, ball 4. Good eye there from Brooks, who has a penchant for getting on base. And he finds a walk there. Second baseman, Colin Evers. Royal, who has been fantastic today, has only given up 2 hits and 2 walks, if my scorecard is correct. But one of those hits, one of those walks is in this inning. Here's Evers. Double and a run back in the third. Starts out with an 0-1 count with 2 outs. Des Moines leads 7-6. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning. Runners on first and second. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Swing, foul up and back. Count stays at 0-2 as that one is fouled back towards the tennis courts. is outside, 1-2. Brooks on first, O'Hare on second here for Des Moines. Swing and a miss. Evers is retired, and so is the side. Top of the 7th is next. Clarinda has scored 5 unanswered, is down 7-6.
Melissa from Michigan. I work an extra part-time surge at Wild, but I still can't afford to put food on our table.
Daniel from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't even pay for meals.
Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
What grows in the forest? Trees? Sure. Know what else grows in the forest? Our imagination, our sense of wonder, and our family bonds grow too. Because when we disconnect from this and connect with this, we reconnect with each other. The forest is closer than you think. Find a forest near you and start exploring at discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Prospects still lead, but the lead has been trimmed from 7-1 after 3 to 7-6 going into the top of the 7th. Clarinda will have its 4, 5, and 6 due up. Terveen, Pamela, and Barajas. And the A's have flipped this game around. First baseman Paxton Terveen. Left-handed batter here at the plate. Doc Fulbright back to the mound for Des Moines. Turf infield, grass outfield. Lights are on at the stadium. Sun has set. First pitch called down in the zone, 0-1. One of Fulbright's most memorable moments was when he threw 6 shutout innings against Carroll in a 1-0 win. He fires a curveball, and it swung on and fouled, 0-2. So 0-2, no outs. Base is empty. Leadoff batter. Swing. Fly ball, right field, deep right field. Morales backtracking, reaches up and makes the catch. 1 out. The shortstop, Anthony Pamela. He is 1 for 3 today. RBI double back in the 5th. Clarinda in the deficit right now. Here in the top of the 7th. It's 7-6 with the Des Moines lead. Swing, crush to right. Morales running to his left makes the catch. 2 outs. Couple of flyouts to Morales. The catcher, Junior Barajas. Clarinda down 7-6. Couple of quick outs here against the A's here in the top of the 7th. Base is empty. 2 up, 2 down so far. Barajas, home run in the 2nd. Single and a run in the 4th. Single caught stealing in the 5th. So 3 for 3 on the day here on the left-handed batter. First pitch from Fulbright. Down in the zone, called 0-1. Seen some well-hit balls here by Clarinda. 0-1. Caught the outside, down in the zone again. 0-2. 2 outs, bases empty. Massive opportunity here for Des Moines to preserve its lead. Fulbright unwinds, delivers outside. 1-2. One run given up so far by Fulbright. He's had a couple of strikeouts. Third pitcher used today by Des Moines. Breaking ball missed, 2-2. Two-two pitch, just outside, full count. Payoff, swing, foul back to keep the plate appearance alive. Count stays full with 2 outs on the board. Base is empty, Clarinda down by 1. Barajas, who is 3 for 3 on the day, trying to keep his numbers as they are. Payoff coming up. Fulbright delivers. Fouled up on a pop-up and away. Count stays 3-2. Payoff coming up once again here for Doc. He delivers. Just outside, ball 4. And Barajas will walk with 2 outs. He's the lone base runner. Clarinda down 7-6 right now. Designated hitter, Julian Sauger. Sauger with an RBI groundout back in the 5th. Was hit by a pitch in the 4th. He lined out in the 2nd. Right-handed batter with the tying run on first, top of the 7th here. 2 outs on the board against Clarinda, and Fulbright on the mound. Swing, launch towards left field. Brooks going back and makes the catch. 3 flyouts doomed the A's. They're still down 7-6. We go to the bottom of the 7th next. Des Moines, again, with a 1-run lead.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow. You sound just like him.
Then he said.
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that. Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Bottom of the 7th is next. 7-6, Des Moines leads. Has been out hit 11-8 today and has given up the last 5 runs, but a huge 4-up, 3-down inning defensively for Des Moines has helped the Peak Prospects. So let's see if they can add some runs here. They desperately need some. Bottom of the 7th coming up. Third baseman, Blake Anderson. Anderson, left-handed batter to the plate. Colby Royal back on the mound. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Royal subbed in with 1 out in the 3rd. No outs in the 3rd, pardon me. Missed it inside 1-1. So it's Anderson, Gravengood, and Morales due up for Des Moines. Prospects have not scored a run since the 3rd, at which point they led 7-1. Swing and a tip, 1-2. Called through the left side of the plate. Anderson is retired on strikes. 1 away, Des Moines does lead 7-6. And to the plate now, the shortstop, Cade Gravengood. Number 8 batter on the lineup, right-handed batter at the plate. Called up in the zone near the inside, 0-1. Gravengood from Northeast Community College. Swings, bouncing ball, shortstop Pamela. Fires to Terveen and finds him for the out. We continue the bottom of the 7th, Des Moines up by 1. Right fielder, Diego Morales. Base is empty here. Des Moines 7, Clarinda 6. Morales RBI single back in the 1st, RBI ground out in the 3rd, fly out in the 5th. Prospects trying to expand this lead. Tried for the corner and missed. Swing and a tip, and it's 1-1. Called in the corner, 1-2, 2 out, space is empty. Strike 3 called. Morales is retired, so is the side. 3 up, 3 down, nobody left on. Peak Prospects lead, it's 7-6. We've got a combined 12 outs left. Top of the 8th is next.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow. You sound just like him.
Then he said.
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
If a baby is giggling in the back seat, they're probably happy. If a baby is crying in the back seat, they're probably hungry. But if a baby is sleeping in the back seat, will you remember they're even there? When you're distracted, stressed, or not usually the one who drives them, the chances of forgetting them in the back seat are much higher. It can happen to anyone. Parked cars get hot fast and can be deadly. So get in the habit of checking the back seat when you leave. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
And we welcome you back. Top of the 8th coming up. Des Moines leads 7-6. Clarinda trying to mount a massive comeback here. They've already scored 5 over the last 4 innings, but they were blanked back in the top of the 7th. Leading off the top half of the 8th inning, the right fielder, Joey Little. Right-handed batter to the plate, Doc Fulbright on the mound. Fulbright winds up and delivers. Breaking ball through the outside. Called 0-1. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball again, swung on, ground ball. First baseman got away from the bag. They're going to try and throw to Fulbright, and he wasn't able to get there. O'Hare left the first base bag. Looks like he thought maybe he would be the one to get the ground ball. Instead, second baseman Evers got it. O'Hare was off the bag, and Fulbright, the pitcher, had to try and retrieve that one. Base hit for Little. So the tying run on the board. Second baseman Luke Stout. Bottom of the order, Clarinda down 7-6, top of the 8th. No outs on the board. Fulbright fires one down, misses 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Fulbright didn't throw a whole lot at University of the Ozarks his freshman year, but has put in a lot of good work this summer. Breaking ball got him. 1-2. One and two, no outs on the board. Swing, liner, foul. Left-handed batter here, right-handed pitcher. Stout with a 1-2 count. Little on first. Fulbright delivers. Breaking ball just outside, 2-2. Two. Swing. Heads up. Foul ball back behind the press box. Count stays at 2-2. Top of the 8th. Fulbright tries to throw to first, but the runner well safe. That's Joey Little, who had the single moments ago. Here's the pitch. Fouled off again. Tried for a breaking ball. Two and two. Down in the zone, called. Stout is retired. Third strikeout by Fulbright. Center fielder, Tarek Thompson. You have Little on first. Clarinda's down 7-6, so the tying run on first. We're in the top of the 8th, one out on the board. Back to the top of the order we go. Fulbright delivers the opening pitch outside on a fastball, 1-0. Low, 2-0. Breaking ball called 2-1. Off speed, missed inside. Hitters count 3-1, one away. Up and away, ball 4. Runners on first and second. tying run at first, or at second, pardon me. Go ahead run at first. Thompson will walk. Left fielder Gavin Long. Coach Sampson to the mound for a visit. That's assistant coach Joel Sampson, who's currently a catcher at Simpson. Prospects lead, but it's 7-6. 5 unanswered runs over the last 4 innings by the A's. Had the chance to call a few games at Simpson, and Joel Sampson played in some of those, so Coach Willis, head coach of the Peak Prospects, is an assistant with the Storm. The mound visit is over. Prospects lead 7-6. Left fielder Gavin Long to the plate. Thompson on first, Little on second. Des Moines leads 7-6, top of the 8th, 1 out on the board against Clarinda. The A's are batting. First pitch, bunt shown, inside 1-0. Bunt shown, but it goes foul, 1-1. Long today, fly out in the first, single in the third, stranded there. Fly out in the fourth, RBI single in the 6th. Top of the 8th continues. Des Moines trying to preserve this lead. Breaking ball missed inside. 2-1. Fastball outside, 3-1. Little on first, or second. Thompson's the one on first. 3-1 pitch. Ball 4, bases loaded. Little to third, Thompson to second, Long to first, 1 out on the board. Prospects 7-6 lead, in danger of being handed over here to Clarinda. In the top of the 8th, Cole Wareheim to the plate. Down in the zone, called on a fastball, 0-1. Wareheim, number 3 batter, walk in the first, fly out in the third, double and a run in the 5th, strikeout in the 6th. Swing foul back to the chain link fence, 0-2. Fulbright has thrown 3 strikeouts, 2 of them on swings in the 6th, 1 looking in this inning. Count is 2-2. Fulbright winds up and delivers. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Wareheim is retired. 2 outs, bases loaded. Not the worst thing in the world for Des Moines now because the A's can no longer score on a fly out or a ground out. First baseman Paxton Terveen. Bases loaded, Long, Thompson, and Stout on first, second, and third. 2 outs on the board. Des Moines leads by 1. Fastball outside makes it a 1-0 count. Outside, 2-0. Upstairs 3-0. A ball here would tie the game. Tying run on third is Joey Little. And it's huge because Des Moines has not scored since the bottom of the third. Top of the eighth. Clarinda down by 1. 3-0 count. Tervine at the plate. Called 3-1. Three-one pitch. Called. Now a full count. That's a big strike. Both of them over the left side of the plate. See if he tries, maybe puts this one in play. Bases are loaded. Full count. 2 outs. Clarinda down by 1, top of the eighth. Here's the pitch. Swing, foul ball. Count stays full. Runners go, swing. That's a blooper, and it's caught by the shortstop, Cade Gravengood. What a catch. What a play. Bases left loaded, and the Peak Prospects hold on to their 7-6 lead. Carroll is down to its last 3 outs. We'll have to defend against the bats of the Peak Prospects when we come back. Des Moines leads 7-6.
I spent a lot of time in the garage, but even more time in the rain and mud. In '95, I helped tow your moving trailer. And in '09, it was sparks from me, your chains, dragging behind your truck that accidentally started a wildfire.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com, brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those round trips, which are perfect on your way there and perfect on your way back? Or those meetings with friends, surprise parties, camps, birthdays. The same way you plan for the important moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Due up for Des Moines, the center fielder, Jalen Ziegler. Peak Prospects defensively left the bases loaded in the previous inning with Clarinda threatening to tie. The A's have not led today. First pitch is fouled off to the right. And the count starts 0-1. Your game summary up to this point, Des Moines led 7-1 after 3. In the 4th, 5th, and 6th, Clarinda scored 2-1, and has been held scoreless since then. Down on the zone called, and the count is 1-2. Two and two. Full count, 3-2. Outside, ball 4, and Ziegler will walk. So runner on first, Des Moines up 7-6, bottom of the 8th. The designated hitter, Weston Barber. So Ziegler to first. Off the walk. No outs on the board. Time called, and now a conversation between catcher and pitcher as Barajas makes his way up to talk to Colby Royal. Second pitcher used today. Ziegler went 14 of 17 his freshman season at Des Moines Area Community College on stolen base attempts. He may be one of the fastest, if not the fastest guys on this team. Bryce Dean up here in the box, who is our everything. I was going to say director of operations for home games. Game day operations for home games. Says he's never seen anybody faster. So Ziegler on first, Barber at the plate. Des Moines is up 7-6. No outs. Ziegler goes. There's your run, Bryce. He'll dive. The throw gets away from Stout, and a stolen base by Ziegler. So Barber remains at the plate with an 0-1 count. Des Moines leads 7-6. Oh and 1, no outs. Runner on second. Barber. One hit today. He is 1 for 4. Shows bunt, pops it up, and that goes back to the chain link fence to make the count 0-2. Oh and 2 count. Swing, rip towards right. That's fouled. Count stays 0-2 with Ziegler on second here for Des Moines. Prospects up 7-6. Oh and 2, no outs on the board. Barber has fouled off a couple of 0-2 pitches here. Swing and a miss. Barber's retired. So bottom of the 8th continues. The catcher, Liam Gilbert. Gilbert 0 for 1 with a trio of walks. Finally had his first out in the 6th. Bottom of the 8th, Prospects lead 7-6. Colby Royal on the mound. First pitch swung on and fouled high and away. To the right, 0-1. Swing, fly ball towards right field. Ziegler went. This will be caught by the right fielder Little, and Ziegler has to retreat. 2 outs. Runner on second for Des Moines. Big Prospects lead 7-6. First baseman Declan O'Hare. O'Hare today is 2 for 4 with a run batted in. Prospects scored 4 in the first, 3 in the third to take a 7-1 lead. They lead 7-6 here in the bottom of the 8th. Runner on second, 2 outs on the board. Royal thought about a throw to get Ziegler out, but opted not to. Royal has given up no earned runs and no runs, period. The 1 run scored was against the previous pitcher. 1-0 count to start this at-bat here for O'Hare. Again, batting 2 for 4 today. Called 1-1. Swing, rip to right, down for a hit. Ziegler has speed, will round third, and may score before they even start the throw. He won't, but he'll cross with plenty of time, and Des Moines extends the lead 8-6. Their first run since the 3rd inning. Huge RBI single. O'Hare is now 3 for 5. Left fielder Jackson Brooks. Brooks swings and fouls the first pitch up and back. Heads up. Count starts at 0-1. Outside on a slider. 1-1. So Brooks is at the plate. On first is O'Hare. 2 outs on the board. O'Hare just had a massive 2-out RBI single to put Des Moines' lead up to 2. Outside, 2-1. Brooks, high fly ball, left of center field. Long looking at it, makes the catch. And now a 2-run deficit for Clarinda, a timely run for Des Moines. The Peak Prospects get one on for the first time since the third, and they lead this one 8-6. Top of the ninth is next.
Nearly 1 in 2 U.S. adults have high blood pressure. That's why it's important to self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor. Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure numbers. Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Visit manageyourbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
Melissa from Michigan. I work an extra part-time job serving lunch at my child's school, but I still can't afford to put food on our table.
Daniel from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't even pay for meals.
Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Top of the ninth coming up. Kyle Snyder, your new pitcher, replacing Doc Fulbright, who threw 3 innings. 3 fantastic innings, giving up just 1 run with 4 strikeouts. And I think we may need to interview him after this game as well for the postgame show if Des Moines can hold on here. So 8-6, the Peak Prospects lead. Top of the ninth heading your way. It's going to be 5, 6, and 7. Pamela, Barajas, and Sauger. Fans, get on your feet and make some noise. We need 3 outs here. Eight to 6. Top of the ninth. Des Moines leads, is playing defense. Clarinda has out-hit them 12-9, but it may not matter. Leading off the top half of the ninth, the shortstop, Anthony Pamela. New pitcher is Kyle Snyder. Snyder, left-handed pitcher from... We'll get to that in just a second. It's fouled away. Highland Community College in Kansas. 0-1. Native of Grimes, a western suburb of the Des Moines area. Bryce Dean here says, hang on 1 second, off speed, called 0-2. Bryce Dean here in the press box says he's never understood the difference between Kansas and Arkansas. The pronunciation, I don't think anybody does. I lived in Arkansas for 4 months, and I lived in Arkansas. 0-2. Fastball outside, 1-2. Bryce is saying a bunch of nonsense up here in the press box. One and two. Missed it low, 2-2. We may need to get this guy to come and do some analyst work for us sometime on a broadcast. Yeah. Feel like it'd be a fun time. 2-2, no outs, base is empty. 8-6 lead for Clarinda, top of the ninth. low, full count, 3-2. That one got behind the catcher. Not the first time that's happened here in this inning. Full count. No outs. Here's the pitch. Swing, driven away, foul. Top of the ninth. Des Moines needs 3 outs, needs to prevent 2 runs from scoring here by Clarinda. They have blanked Clarinda since the top of the 6th. The A's had scored 5 unanswered leading into that run there in the bottom of the 8th. Fouled up and away. Good pitch there by Snyder. But Pamela able to keep the plate appearance alive. Full count. Once again, another payoff coming up here, top of the 9th. Clarinda down 2. Swing, bouncing ball that goes foul down the third base line. Keeps the count at 3-2. And Coach Willis will supply Snyder with a new ball. 3-2 once again. Kyle Snyder on the mound. Payoff. Swing. Ground ball. Second baseman Evers. Fires to O'Hare. 1 away. The catcher, Junior Barajas. Junior Barajas, 3 for 3 with a walk. He had a solo home run in the second. Clarinda was down 4-0 at that point. He put the A's down 4-1. Des Moines scored 3 then in the bottom of the third to make it 7-1. Prospects lead 8-6 here against one of, if not the best team in the MINK League. Left-handed batter Barajas at the plate. Left-handed pitcher on the mound. Kyle Snyder, 1 away, bases empty. Fastball down, missed. 1-0. Outside and low, 2-0. These teams will play tomorrow, 5 and 7 p.m. in Clarinda. We'll have live coverage on Mixler. Clarinda will have its own live stream. 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Two 2-1 is low, bounces behind the catcher. Nobody on base, though. 3-1. Prospects do have an arm warming up in the bullpen if need be. Swing, liner, left, foul, 3-2. So we await a payoff pitch for the second batter in a row. Payoff pitch coming up here from Snyder, the closer. Swing, pop up into the sky, disappears over the lights. Shortstop Kate Gravengood makes the catch, 2 outs. 2 outs, bases empty. Clarinda down 8-6. Des Moines in the lead. Designated hitter Julian Sauger. Prospects need 1 more out to win. This would be a huge win for Coach Willis and company, which has fallen in 9 of its last 10. Trying to right the ship here as we go through the early stages of the second half of the season. Breaking ball starts the count off 0-1 on a called strike. So Snyder gets ahead of the count. Bases empty. Sauger at the plate. Clarinda down by 2. 2 outs, Des Moines in the lead. Off speed outside, 1-1. called down in the zone 1 and 2. Swing and a foul ricochet, 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. It bounces in front of Gilbert, the catcher. The throw to O'Hare is in time. Goodbye. Prospects win 8-6. And let's make an announcement for the fans in the stands. And that's the ball game. The Peak Prospects win 8-6. They improve to 11-15 on the season and will travel to Clarinda tomorrow for a doubleheader at 5-7. Fans, you can listen to the game online at Mixler. Visit dmpeakprospects.com for more information. Our next home game is on Saturday at 7 p.m. against the Chillicothe Mudcats. Tickets are $8 and can be purchased cash only at the gate. Fans, we want to thank you for attending tonight's game. Have a great rest of your evening and travel home safely. The Prospects win against a team that had beaten them the last 2 times, the only 2 times they played this year. It's 8-6, your final. Clarinda threatened, but it wasn't enough, and the Prospects win. We will take a break and come back with our post-game show. We'll hear from Doc Fulbright.
Sometimes I just cannot believe all the storms we've gone through here.
I can only hope that we'll be able to leave this house to you one day, baby. You're our legacy.
Planning for these disasters will make sure we're safe, and is the best way to protect that legacy.
Protect your legacy. Visit ready.gov/plan for the tools and tips you need to start your emergency preparedness plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
If a baby is giggling in the back seat, they're probably happy. If a baby is crying in the back seat, they're probably hungry. But if a baby is sleeping in the back seat, will you remember they're even there? When you're distracted, stressed, or not usually the one who drives them, the chances of forgetting them in the back seat are much higher. It can happen to anyone. Parked cars get hot fast and can be deadly. So get in the habit of checking the back seat when you leave. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
What grows in the forest? Trees? Sure. Know what else grows in the forest? Our imagination, our sense of wonder, and our family bonds grow too. Because when we discuss, we reconnect with each other. The forest is closer than you think. Find a forest near you and start exploring at discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Final score, Peak Prospects win 8-6, and I have one of the relievers with me, Jeter Doc Fulbright IV from Paradise, Texas. Doc, I've been waiting to get you on for one of these post-game interviews.
Yes, sir. You
give up a run in your first inning pitched, and then after that, you shut down Clarinda the next 2. What changed?
Honestly, just my mindset, I kind of settled down and being more comfortable with the guys behind me and just knowing that they'll get the job done, and I'm going to do what I can to get the job done. I just knew they had to been back.
How are you enjoying your summer so far after your freshman year?
It's been really fun up here in Iowa. Just enjoying my time up here and getting to know a lot of these guys is really awesome.
You grew up on a farm in Paradise, Texas, went to college at University of the Ozarks your freshman season down in Clarksville, Arkansas. What brings you all the way up to Iowa for summer ball?
Honestly, just my grandparents, I know how much they love and care for me, and just being able to be up here and spend time with them is really awesome.
Which state has the best barbecue?
Texas.
And tell your parents one more time I said thank you for the Beaver Nuggets and for the Bucky shirt as well.
Alrighty, yes, sir.
That's Doc Fulbright, one of the relievers used today by the Peak Prospects, who win this one by a score of 8-6. Should hopefully have Coach Willis joining us here in just a moment. We'll wait a minute or two for him to come on up. But again, a big thank you to Doc for joining us. Specifically, he pitched in the 6th, 7th, and 8th. He threw 2 strikeouts in the 6th, gave up an RBI single, and then after that, 3 flyouts in the 7th. In the 8th, there were bases loaded, but he had a strikeout with the bases loaded and then a liner to the shortstop. Got the win for Des Moines, or helped get the win for Des Moines. That was in the top of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th, biggest moment for Des Moines had to have been that, let me just pull it up here really quickly on my scorebook, the Declan O'Hare RBI single. Declan was another one I thought of interviewing. He went 5 for 3 today. I'm sure we'll hear from him at some point. We did hear from him during the preseason, so he has spoken to us before. But 5 for 3, fantastic night for him. Really the big story, once again, Des Moines taking a 7-1 lead after 3 innings, and then Clarinda scoring 2 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, and 1 in the 6th, really threatening to change this game entirely. And then 3 scoreless innings by the A's, including that bases loaded situation earlier that really just changed the tides and helped give Des Moines an 8-6 win over a fierce North Division rival in Clarinda. So again, final score 8-6. The Peak Prospects win this one here at home. Coach Willis looks like he's about to come up and join us here on the Peak Prospects Network after a big win over perhaps the MINK League's best. And Coach Willis about to join us. Just flip the switch on your microphone and you'll be good to go, sir. Welcome aboard. How about it, Coach? Big win over the A's.
Yeah, huge win over the A's. Obviously, like you mentioned, the A's are leading the league right now. Probably the best team in the league, playing like it. So we knew tonight we were low on pitching. We had guys step up. Got out to a really early lead. I think our at-bats got a little less competitive as the day went on. But Declan O'Hare, two out RBI there in the bottom of the 8th. Doc Fulbright, Kyle Snyder stepping up and just really being competitors when we need them most. So really proud of the performance tonight.
I think one of the biggest moments of the game defensively had to have been the top of the 8th. Clarinda's got the bases loaded with 1 out. How were you able to get out of that situation?
Yeah, bases loaded, 1 out. I looked at Doc and I was like, hey, you got to bear down here, because Kyle Snyder was hot. We could have gone to him. Doc strikes out their best hitter, one of the best hitters in the league, probably too, on 3 pitches. And that's the thing about Doc, is he has that switch in him. There's going to be guys that throw harder. There's going to be guys that have better stuff per se, but there aren't a lot of guys that are better competitors than him. And that's one thing I've learned about him in my short time with him this summer, is he's, when his back's against the wall, he's going to give you everything he has and then some. He's going to empty the tank. And he certainly did that, and then found a way to get out of it with the next out too.
Alrighty, Coach. Well, congratulations on the huge win today against Clarinda. Get some rest.
Yep, thank you.
That's Coach Tyler Willis joining us on the Peak Postgame Show. An 8-6 win for Des Moines in this 9-inning game. Thank you once again, folks, for joining us tonight on the Peak Prospects Network. We'll be live on Mixlr tomorrow, starting for a 5 p.m. game doubleheader against the A's in Clarinda at Clarinda Municipal Stadium. Well, that'll do it for the Peak Prospects. I'm Spencer Bohm saying so long. Have an absolutely amazing rest of your night. Thank you for joining us today, and we will see you tomorrow.